Good afternoon. Welcome back, everybody. My name's Steven, and I'm with Cannin.com, and we're here to help you learn the basics of technical analysis. This week, we're looking at Sunniva, vertical integration cultivation, big in the cannabis space. We're going to look at the OTC ticker here. Pretty low price to sales, 3.2. That's on the lower side for cannabis. Also, really low debt. Two good signals, pretty low earnings though as well, which probably goes along with those other ones. So this is an interesting play, probably on the cheaper side too, where it's at. But let's jump over to the pricing chart now. So you'll see we're looking at SNNVF, Sunniva, on the OTC here in the United States, and the price is about 1.58. Let's just scroll back to when they had their opening. Lots of excitement, reached 13, and since then they've come crashing back down to earth right about 1.5. So not too bad of a price to try and find today. Maybe that's appealing in itself. We're looking at Bollinger Bands, and we're also going to look at the Aroon single line today. A reminder, the Aroon single line helps you know if a trend is strong or not. The more positive it is, the more bullish the trend, the more negative it is, the more bearish the trend. You see there's a zero line right here. So our single line has spent a lot of time in the positive territory during this period of little gains. But now during this recent price drop from 3 to about 150, it's spent a lot of time well below zero. Look at it's even reaching negative 93, close to negative 100, which is as strong negative trend as you can get. One of the interesting things is when you can take profit using the change in momentum. So let's just watch this little period here where we had a little gain from 345 to 389. You can see the Aroon single line started at about minus 55, crossed zero, and then came up to 34. That's a fairly big swing. And then what would we have done if we would have entered on the change of slope and exited on the change of slope? We would have been able to take right around 354 to 388, about 30 cents worth of profit. So I always like to tell people to pay attention to the change of slope. This is a positive slope on the Aroon single line. This is a zero slope. And what happens during the zero slope? No change in price movement whatsoever. The same is true alternatively, but this hasn't spent a lot of time doing that. Let's look at one more example here. Let's just look at this increase, really low, negative 91, crosses to negative 10, so it gains 80. Had we done anything there, very little pricing change because we didn't get that cross past zero into the bullish territory. So don't just generally look at slope. We need to see from bearish to bullish territory before we start analyzing the slope. That's our signal, and the slope is the trigger. Also, really interesting Bollinger Bands play right here. We had a close to a bounce, one more bounce here, so we probably can predict what might happen in the short future. So thanks very much for paying attention, and have fun trading out there.